What is up, homies? We have a full BGH lobby, so you know things are going to get a little bit silly. Ready, check, question mark? And we have a bunch of homies here. We got HitEmUp as Bing Bong. That was the first name that I immediately looked at. 3 out of 7 readies, 4 out of 7 readies. We've got 3 first-timers, as far as I can tell, deploying here. Black Iris, who's been in the chat for a little bit, and Noiturne, I think that's how you'd say that, and Pisens. Those are 2 newcomers, complete newcomers. So we will see how they end up doing. We need, I think Black Iris is the only one who is still yet to confirm they are ready. Once they do, we will begin our first option here. And Lucy just hit me with a Prime sub. We do got Zerg here, dude. Thank you. I appreciate all Prime subs. I appreciate all donations on coffee. And yeah, we just need that Iris-R. I'll go ahead and ping him. Oh, there we go. All right. GLHF. This is competitive. This is regular game mode. No, nothing crazy or zany. So we'll see who comes out on top as we get into our BGH. And I get my hotkeys and camera shortcuts in order. Let's see what ends up happening. And of course, a special shout out to none other than Bing Bong HitEmUp himself. At 12 o'clock, he will be playing as Protoss. And he looks to be a Palatinate Blue. No, he's Ultramarine. Okay. JujiK up here. Oh, man, I can never figure out what color this is, because this could be like beaver. It could be some kind of beige. I'm going to say beige. Silver pink. Oh, yeah, that's right. JujiK loves the silver pink color. Okay, silver pink Protoss in the top left. Random. We've got Grass Eater in the top right as our, not Sunglow, it's the pizza color, but I can't remember. Magma Zerg. There you go. Very, very flashy, stylish color. Down here at the, I guess you would call this the 3 o'clock position. It's closer to 4 because LOL BGH is Black Iris making their Cosmonarchy debut. They are our, oh, it's like a sea green, but I forget what we call that. Emerald? Dark Spring Green Protoss. Okay. It's tough color guesses coming out here. Rainaril, I already know. He is our Dark Sapphire Terran in the bottom right. Down here in the bottom center at 6 o'clock, we've got Noiturne making their Cosmonarchy casted debut. They are the Black Zerg. And in the bottom left, we have Pisens. I'm going to call him that. He is our Terran player, actually. He's Maroon Terran. And he is in the bottom left. That was a bit of a guess. It could have been Blood. Looked like Maroon. I just did a cast of Krankendow when he was Maroon. So I got that out of my system. All right. So who did I even guess correctly? Magma, Dark Sapphire, Black, and Maroon. That's what we got so far. So we got 4 out of 7. That is more than 50%. I'm pretty good at this game, I guess. Just gonna let you guys know. Just gonna let you guys know. We are playing on release because we did just release a new version. Now we can say that you can play Weekend War, or not Weekend War, Water War, a different one, Water War on a different round, different epic. It is you can play it on release now. It is legit. All right. Listen, Bing Bong's Legionnaire is having fun. He's just running around making JujiK tear his hair out with a slow zealot. Grass has got a couple of basilisks. Having fun there. Gateway Lattice out here for Black Iris. They're starting to form a wall, it looks like. Finally, 2 zealots are going to try to overwhelm this Legionnaire that just continues to walk around and heckle things. Because he refuses to make any other unit, you know? He's making an embassy, so we're probably going to see some artisans out here. All right, Pisens got a little bit of bio. He's up pretty far. Noiturne got a Hydralisk, a couple Hydras, and an expansion, the first of our players to expand. Gateway Warden for HitEmUp. A couple of other units here and there as well. Can't catch me. It's true, but you said that as Pisens executed your scribes, so that was pretty funny. And then a Zeth from Grass has been found and devastated. Oh, look, a Zeth from Grass is also in here. What's up? Party in the base. Yeah, bully him. Yeah, bully JujiK. He would have made a better map than VGH, but he didn't. A little bit of... Oh, noob fight. It's the newcomer fight. They might not be noobs, by the way. I don't know, but this is their first time playing Cosmo in a multiplayer game, I think. Oh my god, Rainaril made a Wraith, and he is heckling Black Iris. Don't worry. There's a Hierophant here. Just needs to get it on that poor Wraith. A couple Wardens in the front. Keep him safe, I suppose, once that gets taken care of. Bullying the newcomer with a Wraith. But hey, if everybody's a newcomer, then nobody is? All right, bit of an engagement here. We got some Ecclesias coming in to try to reinforce the Zealot and the Legionnaires. Is it going to be enough? That Hierophant speeding up the attack rate of the Protoss army in favor of HitEmUp. Oh, baby, that's a lot. That's a lot. But hey, at the same time, the sheer, like, I would say chonk of the Protoss army that JujiK has made, a little bit better, right? Difference in priorities. Now, Hydra's Den coming up as well as a Vornath pawn for grass. Meanwhile, the Zerg is going to engage onto the Terran army. Pisens might be in trouble. His Ancial shielded from a lot of power, but his Hurricanes only now come to the fight, and that feels a little bit too late to try to break through the Iziricors. So he decolons, and maybe he can try to lift off and fly to safety, or maybe he'll just fight him with the Masons. Really wants to stay away from those Iziricors if he can help it, but he drills on top of them. That's actually not a bad idea. The problem is he didn't have any other military units being made. I think maybe Pisens is in for some pain. No Wraiths have been killed just yet here on the other side of the map, but hey, you know what? Noiturne has some mercy. He's like, yeah, you got one Mason coming. That's all you got. You got one down here as well. He might be able to rebuild. Noiturne giving him a little bit of opportunity to rebuild. Or is he? Is he just going to charge it? Yeah, he's just going to charge him with a bunch of Zerg units. Guess not. GG. It looks like Pisens will be conceding early. Well, he is our first to fall. Noiturne has claimed his first soul. And now, Wraiths will heckle his Droleths. What will he do? Does he know that he can burrow? He has burrow. You've got burrow. Yeah! Noiturne's learning. He knows you've got burrow for free in Cosmonarchy. There's a little rhyme for you. And one Wraith does end up going down. Shout out to Daedrid, who might be joining us for later games. He has been doing some more corpse art for us. Added the Wraith corpse, a couple others. Now, at this point, is it enough Ecclesiasts for Mr. Bing Bong, HitEmUp himself, to actually break through all of these Dracodons? We actually have an Envoy out, which might just soak up some damage. Ecclesiasts getting in the face of their heretical brethren. More reinforcements coming in to maybe snipe things out, but the Zealots are not going to get too much done versus all the shield sustain that HitEmUp has achieved. Oh man, he is slowly breaking through. An Ardent Authority is done. Is it going to be alive for long enough or powered for long enough as a rare pylon has been sighted? No, JujiK also conceding. We'll see if he sticks around or he hops out. No, he's going to hop out. Maybe he'll go and look for another lobby because we've got plenty of people playing Cosmonarchy right now. So if you want to get in on the action, it might not be on the stream. It might be later on in another game, but you can do it. Double gas cap for these ridges over here for grass. He's kind of sitting pretty. Hasn't really been heckled. And Black Iris staying alive, building up a good force. Nobody's floating a ridiculous amount of money just yet. I guess Black Iris would be the one who has the most. But Noiturne, to his credit, has been putting together a lot of, spending a lot of resources, keeping their, I will say their larva count is pretty low. Like they only have one hatch, two larvosks. I guess two hatch, two larvosks soon. So definitely could be doing some more. Might end up picking a fight with the other guy who's a little bit new, right? It would be really funny if Noiturne just happens to precision select the two new players and kills them both. He's going to cap one of his ridges, so he's a little bit familiar with those kinds of mechanics. And it looks like Grass will be doing his best to stay safe versus HitEmUp. At the same time, though, those Wardens keeping alive. Now they're enchanted by the Hierophants. He's going to fall back and try to clear those Golems. It's not really going to work out too well for him. I don't know what exactly happened over here in the bottom. In the meantime, I think a Spraith might have heckled a couple of Wraiths or so. The Golems do end up falling. There's only one of them left, and they're a lot less efficient if there's only one left. What is HitEmUp up to? He's adding a Crucible. He's laying the groundwork for his future advances, and he will be dropping a Nexus in JujiK's corpse. As it turns out, when you spawn next to HitEmUp, you don't necessarily have the most life expectancy, the highest life expectancy. Hello, Patrick. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I saw Jimmy in the chat. I saw Nexus in the chat. It's going very well, Nexus. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're having some good times. I got to make a Shadowless Nexus Easter egg for you, dude. Because, I could just make it so that there's a Nexus that doesn't have the Shadow Call. Biddy B down here. Is Bing Bong a reference to Inside Out? I don't know. I haven't seen Inside Out. All right, Raynor coming in with a couple of Mavericks that are going to stim. He's going to see if he can take down the Protoss force. A lot of Dracodons here. Remember, whenever a Dracodon dies to Mavericks, you guys got to donate to me. So I'm getting paid right now. 2 Dracodons going down to those Mavericks. Well, he's targeting down the Hierophants, which doesn't suck as a targeting decision. But all right, now we've got an Oveleth scouting out. It is going to end up getting cleared. It looks like maybe I got paid a third time with another Dracodon going down. So far, Noiturne hasn't actually done too much, but he is building an Iral Iris. He hasn't taken over the corpse of Pisens, who exited relatively early on. Now the Ovileth scouting that HitEmUp is retaking the top left. He's got his own Nexus over here as well to build more scribes. You really need that extra worker production in order to properly saturate. So HitEmUp's going up to 3 bases right now. Noiturne, on the other hand, still rocking his current worker count. It looks like he's going to try to set up some more production or maybe another expansion or something. See what he ends up wanting to do there. Tier 2 nearly complete for him. Tier 2 also coming for Grass. So both of our Zergs are going to be hitting that advanced tech level. Another Ovileth from Grass ends up getting sniped out. So far, Black Iris tentatively expanding, has an Ardent making a Clarion right now, and a very big defensive line here for our Terran player. Raynarill, the only Terran remaining after Pisens had to be dismissed. So what did we end up having? We've got 2 Zergs and 3 Protoss and 2 Terrans. So it's actually a pretty even split across the races. Of course, I will say it was 2-2-2 and then HitEmUp was random. So, Mutat Spire on the way. Tier 2 dropping for Raynarill. Tier 2 hatching for Grass. He's making a lot of Bactylisks. We'll see which tech structure he wants to make. Right now, a Tethvith Swamp. Actually, if he ends up going like Vith Skith or something, it can do very, very nicely against the Mutaspam that we might end up seeing out of Noiturne. He's actually grabbing a bunch of... He's going to Kagrant drop his neighbor, only to find out that Raynarill hasn't taken an expansion. So unlikely to find too much value there. Maybe he can drop inside the main base of Iris instead. A nifty move. A nifty move. All right, the Clarion has deployed for Black Iris. Certainly a formidable position here. But I think HitEmUp is just going to... Oh, he's using the new unit. He's making 7 unitary unions, as is HitEmUp's way. You know, like, oh, there's something new. Let me try it. Now, the Ovileths are going to get sniped over here. Oh, that's 1 dead Kagrant in the water. Oh, that's all of them. Oh, they all end up going kaput. Up in smoke. Raynarill helping Black Iris out there. Okay, well, that play did not work. But hey, you've got the Mutat Spire done. Could make some more units. He's currently kind of stuck on Hydras. Got a lot of money right now, our Black Zerg player, in the 6 o'clock position. It's always hard to tell if it's jet black or regular black, because I believe they do have the same minimap color. I tried to brighten the tone so it wouldn't be unreadable. But yeah, 5 pairs of mutas. He's got some workers waiting to get saturated over there in the... Pisens natural, really. His Terran opponent's natural. An unceremonious debut for him. But hey, the other 2 newcomers have stayed alive longer than we thought. Bit of an uncomfortable wall over here that's going to need to be torn down at some point for HitEmUp if he wants to claim victory. I think he's just going to make a lot of vibrances. That's my guess. But he could just be faking me out and he's going to go mass architect. All right, Unitary Union is operational. 7 of them, in fact. I was going to make 7 UUs. Yeah, that's exactly right, JujiK. I'm sorry that you have been smote. I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop the man, but he's making Unars. He's making 7 Unars. All right, Hydra engaged. That's going to send HitEmUp's forces packing for now. A horde of mutas will make themselves known. I think with the matrix count over here, even though there's no splash, there is an engram. So depending on Noiturne's targeting priority here, he might end up finding that splash damage kills mutas very fast. Grass seems to be making a forward push towards HitEmUp's location. He's actually going to cut off reinforcements coming back in from HitEmUp where he was just out there looking for something else. Wait, what? Get out! It's true. And so that's going to be it for HitEmUp's forces. I think we're moving towards a 4-pronged army attack in the middle of the map, but no, I say that, and Grass is going to be moving in a different direction. The Clarions bleeding those shields across as the Goliaths do their best to gun through the Golems and mulch through the Dracodons. Now a bit of a siege happening over here, but I don't think that gateway is going to be going down anytime soon. You can see as long as the unit that is being attacked has shields, the Clarions will split the shields out. The problem is I don't think there's that much DPS from the army here. Nice focus fire from Raynarill to bring down the Clarion that was on the front lines. Now he can gun through those Protoss Striders a little bit more efficiently. Now the other one's going to take a step closer. I like how, cautious Iris is playing, but I don't know if he's really going to be able to grind through these Goliaths. There's still 9 of them. He's got to deal with them. A lot of his units kind of spinning out behind there. The Unar is going to open up the gateway wall, and that is going to be a literal gateway into HitEmUp doing some damage. Now, he doesn't have any engrams over here, so the Mutaflock might end up doing some damage here. Noiturne striking our Tyrant and getting some worker kills in the process. He's got to send the Unars over, but they're a little bit sluggish, a little bit slow. They will attack air, however. This Goliath fight is finally breaking through after the Clarions have been sniped. I don't think Iris is going to be able to wrangle that position. At the same time, Grass has mostly been left alone. Noiturne has way more mutas than that as well. And here come the Unars just doing crazy amounts of damage to break down the Mutaflock. And you know how it is. I mean, HitEmUp will just remake a lot of workers. He's got a bunch of macro nexuses because he's HitEmUp. Tier 3 now starting for grass. All off of one base. That's how BGH is. Charging forward here. A single Droleth getting aggroed by the Goliath. Is it going to get killed? No! That was going to be an expansion. Rhaenyrael finding his way to target that down. I don't even think that was intentional. That was just how the Goliath ended up getting aggroed. Now his forces are going to get wiped. There's a horde of mutas behind that, by the way. More reinforcements were made. They're not actually actively being used. I think these are the mutas that went on the hit against, what's-his-face, against HitEmUp earlier. Now the Autocrat going to be brought down eventually by the splash damage. Not really going to be able to do too much by itself. A Grass Eater, Avaleth, scouting out over there as the Goliaths continue to wreak havoc. Absolute chaos over there in Bedlam. Pandemonium. Fourth base for HitEmUp. That's exactly what he wants to do. And wow, okay, there's a horde of Hydras still going. The mutas are now going to flock over. Your Anseal is doing nothing, Blue. Which Anseal? He's lost. I'm glad Iris is being helpful. Now, at this point, the Unars are going to clear house over here. There's just too many of them. Like, these are a tier 3 artillery unit, and HitEmUp has like 30. So, I don't know what we can do about that. The Asilians might end up getting targeted down. The mutas are just going to get absolutely obliterated. This is what happens when you leave HitEmUp to his own devices. I don't know if anybody can defeat him. If there is somebody who can defeat him, it will be Grass Eater at tier 3. Who's still a little bit away from that. He's got his Oxylcesians already. Maybe we can get some Protaphalors out or something of the sort. I think Iris is going to get run over. The Mutaflock been completely devastated. No tier 3 yet for our newcomer Zerg. Not that it's necessarily expected. No gas caps for Rhaenyrael on an Atlas here. He's got a lot of money in the bank, not a whole lot of production. Just got the one captaincy with the guild hall. He seems to have been like kind of committed to sticking around at his own base. All hail new units as he comes in. HitEmUp just showing us what's up with the Asilians to deal with any mulched front line. Nice devlog build. I love it. I love it. And now the Wraith starting to heckle the base over here. Good burrow from Noiturne. Definitely good reactions there. Jimmy doesn't believe he's a newbie. I think Noiturne probably has good RTS experience. That's sort of what I'm seeing. But I don't think he's got unit knowledge yet. Definitely reading a lot of things, right? The Vibrances are out now. Those are permacloaked. You need vision for them. All right. Let's see. Gateways. Yeah, I think Iris is basically done. He's got a scribe up here. He can warp in an embassy. That will delay his demise. Unless some of these units get caught up on each other and spin up towards there to reveal it. The gateway is a little bit bold, my friend. That might get spotted at some point soon. Oh, boy. I don't know. I mean, HitEmUp hasn't noticed it yet. He's taking the middle of the map. The smiley face will soon be HitEmUp's as he eviscerates Mr. Iris. And Rhaenyrael now going for mantles. Still not that much Vespene. Now he's capping his reservoirs. I must have spoken to him through the ether. JujiK is called as the little corner base there is found. And that will be it for Iris. They can spectate if they want. Not everybody knows that. You can stay in the game and spectate if you like. All right, and look at this. Noiturne coming off to the position that was never occupied by a spawn. Nobody spawned in that spot. And surprisingly, nobody's actually taken that up until this point. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of Wardens as well. I think the Tetzoricors, the Vilgoricors, they can easily deal with this base if static defense is the only thing there. But look at how many Vibrances there are, my man. And he's now going to charge forward into the Terran army. I think Goliaths are OP, but I don't think they're this OP, guys. Whoa. Autocrats. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be too useful here. Yeah, one immediate Unar reclamation immediately gets devastated. There is an array of 4 phalanxes back here, but guys, lads, tell me I'm wrong. The phalanxes are not going to be enough here. They're clumping up nicely for them, however. Okay. HitEmUp's actually going to feel... Nah, not going... He doesn't want to attack into that. But remember, there's no action... I guess the Shaman's being deployed or static detection, but the Vibrances could make something happen. Now, it's kind of a good thing he doesn't commit into Rhaenyrael's base, because here comes Noiturne with a horde of Tetzoricors, Vilgoricors. The Tetzoricors, the big blade dudes, they heal themselves when they attack. The Vilgoricors, when they get damaged, will release a mini Dark Swarm. We call it Carapace Swarm. Like that. It only shields for about 200 damage, but it still adds up. Fuck Zerg, Unar says. Or Unar, HitEmUp. Yeah, that's his new name. Meanwhile, by the way, remember, Grass is on tier 3. HitEmUp's got a ridiculous amount of money right now. He's going to continue using his Asiliants, his Unars to absolutely wreak havoc. Now the Vibrances have to shift over to deal with Grass Eater's army. We'll see if he can do anything with that. He's got his Matrolets out. I think he wants to see if he can infest the Engrams. Problem is he has no power if he does that, so it's not really super useful for him. They will end up just falling like normal. Cascathalors are deployed. Their range exceeds even the max range of the Unar, and so now there's going to need to be a flank. Oh, looks like HitEmUp was actually taking bases. Oh, tier 3. Can't let you live. Yeah, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. The Vibrances having some struggles as they attempt to close the gap and kill off those Bactylisks. A big flank coming in over here, and the Cascathalors are starting to be endangered, especially as the Vibrances get close. Not really going to be able to do too much damage to them, but look at how powerful the Cascathalors really are. They're speeding up the assault of those units, because when you pass through the field, you take damage, but you also move faster. And look at this, yeah, on the main front of the force, this flank just enough to cause a little bit of trouble. The Warden's finally going to get cleared as the Smiley Face base was not held for long, but all the dead workers here in the interior 12, and it looks like Grass Eater has been routed. I can't imagine him being able to hold off all of this Unitary Union Protoss. Sure, you've killed the Smiley Face base, but is that going to be enough? Admittedly, the static defense is gone, so there is that at the very least. And it looks like maybe that is... Oh, it was Grass. Unsmiley face from Grass incoming, I would expect. Now, actually, puzzlingly, Noiturne has decided to fight the Terran army. The Terran is not the threat here. You need to unite against HitEmUp. All of you must ally and defeat the man who is killing Grass Eater. Those tier 3? Maybe he doesn't know which one it is. I mean, he's a Zerg player. He should know. It's just a smorgasbord. It's Protoss ASMR right now. I'll be silent so you can really take it in. There you go. It's going to be it for Grass. He cannot hold the floor or the fort or the wall or the ceiling. Everything's collapsing upon him. Just constantly producing. Now he's going into Architects. Oh my lord, the Architects! Good grief. Well, the Zerg is coming in just in time to get absolutely salvoed by a billion Architects. Oh my god. Well, that's it for Grass. He's gone. Gonzo, defeated, destroyed, annihilated. You don't want this. An Oxylcesian has been lifted off by the Noiturne Iroleth. I don't know what he's doing that for. Yeah, good luck, my friend. Good luck. Meanwhile, the Terran continues, but there's so much Protoss. HitEmUp is defeating 2 armies at once right now. Raynaril stands no chance. The Protoss have come. You can have as many apostles and autocrats as you want. You got nothing on HitEmUp. He's got so much. How do you beat that? The answer is you don't let him do it. You don't let him sit on 1 base or 2 bases. Glory to the firstborn, and Iris is pleased. A lot of Gosvaleths were just made. He's seeing what they do. Hey, advanced workers. That's pretty cool right before I die. The one Vibrance down here just tickling. It's not very imposing damage on its own, but you know, it's the thought that counts. All right, we need to see the Protoss dive in to finish off Raynaril, I think, because at this point it's very clear Noiturne is GG roll taken out. Yeah, he made the Aughts to Lava for him as well, the tier 3, but he did it in his natural. I would be proud. Well, with no Noiturne, with it just being HitEmUp versus Raynarel, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, that we are about to see the end. Oh, Grass just had a cannon a moment. I don't know what that was about, but see you. The Phalanxes will make a bold and brilliant stand, but the Architects, the Unars, they are here. He just wants to win the game with only new units. But now, he adds gateways. Many gateways across his crucibles. He's really gonna do this to him? He's really gonna let him stew in it? I can't believe this. Look at all the workers. They have unit tiers. Tier 3 is nuke everything. Yeah, kinda. Kinda. Man, the gateway count is going to rise. He's just going to spam Zealots or something into this, or maybe Legionnaires, I'm not sure. The easiest way for HitEmUp to win with the bank he has, I mean, really, I think Raynarel probably should concede, but he's gonna let HitEmUp do the move. Do the move, HitEmUp. Do the HitEmUp move. Hold, hold. Hold. I don't know what he's saying. Boom. Oh, he's saying Raynarel, hold this assault. And then he's gonna make 15 Legionnaires. 20 Legionnaires at once. HitEmUp on another level. HitEmUp on another level. He's just gonna throw all of his mech units out there, all of his heavy Protoss. We're down to 8 Phalanxes. No, make it more. More Phalanxes are on the way. But the anchors have been cracked. Only a few Sentinels remaining. The Architects engaging from some distance as they shell out shot after shot, split after split. The Tier 3 Architect is something else. Now with a couple of hits onto these Phalanxes, and we'll be seeing a very different story. There's no hope in the Phalanx power as the gap is closed. He's going into him with Architects. It's like closing the gap with military that can't shoot when you get too close. That's how ineffective this is, but that's how powerful HitEmUp's economy is. As he walks right into him, he's feeding the beast, and he's letting the Vibrances do their work. Oh, it's a travesty. It's a disaster. It's an utter devastation. He's not even targeting the Apostles. The Apostles are getting so many free Protoss units, actually. These colors are pretty similar, so it's a little bit hard to tell. But actually, a lot of these Protoss units are now owned by the Terran player because of the Corpse Resurrection. So, you know, he showed him off a little bit. What happens now, dude? What happens when you... Look at all the Legionnaires. I don't think this is gonna work. He's making Architects and Zealots now. Apparently, HitEmUp does not believe that Protoss lives should be spared, for he has sent a gazillion Legionnaires into the meat grinder. Yeah, a lot of the graphics are placeholder. We will eventually replace them. Some of them come from other mods, some of them come from other RTS games, like Five Nations gave us permission to use a lot of their assets, like the Vibrance comes from Five Nations. The Captaincy and the Mantle as well. A lot of the structure graphics we have. Eventually we will see more custom models. Like the Phalanx has been remodeled, the Shaman is custom, Cataphract is custom, stuff like that. But it looks like with the addition of Zealots and some Vibrances to boot, we are seeing a little bit more progress be made. The one Asciliant reclaimed by the Terran player will unlikely be able to stop this endless onslaught. The Vibrances just don't die when you don't focus them down with the Phalanxes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, appears to be a wrap. There are simply not enough things left for Raynarel to field. He is finally broken. He is finally shattered as the last phalanx falls. Oh, never mind. There's two more back here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, true, Raynarel. You know, I think that it's definitely that instead of, you know. All right, GG boys. HitEmUp wins our debut free-for-all. And I think that's good enough for a cast. I don't know about you guys, but that was some good shit. That was some good shit. You expect to see that on the channel later.